Welcome to CAIRS quick video on how to measure your feet for CAIRS shoes. I'm LaShawn and I am so excited that you decided to make a purchase with us today. So real quickly, I just want to demonstrate for you on how to measure your feet. Now you will see a couple of videos here in just a moment of me demonstrating how to measure your feet on a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard. I recommend you at least do 11 by 14 to make sure that you get a really clean and easy measurement without having to worry about a sheet of paper, right? Before you begin, make sure that you are completely swollen to make sure you get the maximum amount of space in your shoe. And I recommend that you do this in the evening. And this is just me showing you a demonstration of me completely swollen. I recorded this video in the evening to make sure that you guys had a good view of what that would look like. Now, once you get your paper, you also need a pen. I used a Sharpie. I think that works really well. Place it on a flat ground and place your foot on the paper with your wraps on. Now you want to put your weight on your foot as much as you can. I know maybe a little uncomfortable, but take your pen and just go around your foot without, taking it off the paper if you can. But you can see with me, I had to come off the paper a little bit because it was a little hard to bend over. But as best as you can, if you can go all the way around, that would be ideal. Once you draw your foot, you want to, close up any gaps in the artwork there, because I know you did a great job. But now you want to turn it over on the other side, lay it flat, and then place your other foot onto the paper and trace this as well. Again, if you're going to wear the shoes with wraps, I would actually wrap both of your feet so that you can get a accurate measurement on that. But here for this demonstration, I just wanted to show you the difference of doing the drawing with the wraps and with the wraps off. Okay, so once you get your measurements done, then you're going to come back and just quickly label them like I did here. So this is the right foot that's not wrapped, as I demonstrated on how to draw that. And then on the back side, I also drew my foot with a wrap on and label that left foot. So you can do it for both left and right. It doesn't matter. The reason I did that is because some of you may only want to wear these shoes for wraps, and some of you may want to wear these shoes for like every day, and some may want to do like I do. I wear them for with my wraps or without, either one. But just want to give you the reason why you may want to make a decision on which is your preference. The reason why I just wear mine, regardless of the width with my wraps, and I know that the shoe may not be quite as wide with the wraps on, is because I don't wear my wraps every day. I typically put my wraps on when I travel, or I have extensive swelling that I've been on my feet a lot. Then I have to wear my wraps like for a full day or a couple of days. Then I'll use those. But if you're like some other folks and you have to wear your wraps every day, then I recommend that you measure your foot with the wraps on, so that way you can have adequate, width for your shoe. But as you'll see, as I'm going to demonstrate, the width will change with the wraps on or without. And you want to make sure you get the right size when you're ordering your shoes so that you can have a great fit. So once you measure your feet, you'll just take your paper with, your measuring tape. And I'm in the USA, so we're going to use inches, okay? Everything, even on my shoe size chart, everything will be measured in inches. And I have my shoe chart that you'll find on the website, so that once you measure your foot, you go to the shoe size chart. It's a tongue twister. Once you measure your foot, you'll go to my website and look at my shoe size chart. And that way you can just identify based on how many inches your foot are. And then you'll look at the proper shoe size that you need to get. So how do you measure? Well, first thing, once you draw your feet, I want you to take your thumb and just put it right above the big toe part, just your thumbnail there, and take your pen and just put a little mark right above your fingernail here, just like that, just a little dot. So you want to give yourself just a little bit more room just to make sure, because if you did like I did and did not have any socks on, and some people may want to wear their orthotics or things of that nature, you just want to make sure you have a little extra room. But if that's not you, no worries. You don't have to worry about doing that. And the same thing with your pinky toe, just to make sure. And this is my pinky toe. So just right here, just the thumbnail. I'm just going to put a little mark right there. And if you think that might be too wide and you don't want to take that chance, no worries. You don't have to do this. But this is just to make sure that we accommodate for everything. And all I'm doing now is just putting a nice little line going across and then coming down. And then I'm also going to put a line across the bottom, just as such. And guys, I am not an artist, so you know. All right. So this is how it should look. And all we're going to do is just take our tape measure. Put that up so I don't mess up my cute little white carpet. And we're just going to go from the top of the line to the bottom of the line. All right. So from the top to the bottom. So for me, my right foot is measuring at 9.5 inches. And we'll just write that down on the paper. 9.5 inches. And then my width, just going to go right across here to that line. And my width is right at 4.25 inches. Okay. So length and width, 4.25 inches. All right. Now, regarding your depth, you don't have to worry about the depth of the shoe, because remember, we have true stretch shoes, which means they will stretch out and they will stretch up. Now, the outsole, which is the part that you stand on with your foot, that doesn't move. That's stable. But the upper, which is the part that moves and covers your foot, that does move. So it'll stretch in and out as often as you need. It's very flexible. It's true stretch. And you're going to absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. Yo, man, I can't wait for you guys to try it. So, but as you're measuring your foot, just make sure, you know, just a little bit of the thumb, just to give you some extra width, just in case. But again, if you measure it with your socks on, or if you measure it with your wraps, you're good to go. But if you didn't, you know, I would highly recommend just to do that, just to make sure you got a little extra width. All of our shoes, they come in wide, which is going to be CD. Wide is a pretty wide type of shoe if you ever ordered any before. And, you know, typically when I used to buy shoes, I would always go up 2 sizes, but you will not with these. I'm actually back in my original size before I developed lymphedema, which is a size 8. And I think I could probably go into 7.5, honestly. But I wear 8 just to make sure, you know, because of the swelling, to give myself some extra room with my width. But no more of those size 10.5s and 11s that I used to wear. Like the flip-flops that you guys saw me in the video. Those are actually 11. So I don't have to wear those anymore, because I can now wear my true size with CAIRS Shoes. So please make sure before you order, measure your foot to make sure that you get the proper measurements. And I would definitely recommend that you measure the right and the left, just to give yourself a true measurement of your foot. We do not mix up sizes with the shoes. So you either, you know, you get with one size with the shoes. So meaning that you couldn't get a 9 and then a 9.5. Not today anyway. You know, once our company grows, I'll definitely look into that being an option for us. but we're just getting started. So, and as you know, we have limited supply. So I just want to make sure that I get on here and show you all how to properly measure your shoes, so that we can make sure that we get it right the very first time. All right. So thank you for tuning in. And remember, it shouldn't hurt to look this good. We out. Thanks.